With that, guys, we're going to move forward and we're going to start talking about Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian, Elijah's favorite coach in all of college athletics, not just college football. I'm talking about all of college sports. And recently, a report came out from Diana Rossini saying that his agency had been putting feelers out there, saying that he would be interested in coaching in the NFL. Um, in the process, that also means that he would be available for the Tennessee Titans job because it's available. It's out there now. Steve Sarkisian refuted that. He did it pretty emphatically afterwards, and he's like, I'm tired of this. This is what's wrong with the media. I have respect for what you guys do, but stuff like this is wrong. And my agency had to put out a statement and blah blah blah, such and such, this and that. And I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it more than he's selling it. I'm not buying it because we've seen coaches lie before.
For sure.
And I'm not saying Diana Rossini is right 1,000% of the time, but she's a national beat reporter. Somebody told her that. And she took the information because whoever it was had to be somewhat reliable. Had to be somebody close to the fire. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I don't think she's saying that if you out in the cold. You know what I mean? Like, if you on the outside of the building, she not taking that information and running with it. I think what happened is somebody that might be, a first year, this person, secretary, heard a little information, slid it to Diana. The agency didn't want it out there, so they put the statement out as a form of damage control. Because I get it, that can ruin a locker room because you on a run right now. Right now, y'all battling, y'all 6-2, trying to shake back after losing a couple of games. You almost lost to Mississippi State over the weekend. So you're battling back trying to figure out how can we make it on a run to the college football playoff. And news comes out that your head coach could potentially be leaving. Oh, that could shatter a locker room. I get it. But come on, bro.
And you know what, bro? I don't even need to say much. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this Steve Sarkisian guy, man. Look, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but he hasn't done anything. He struggled against Arizona State in the playoffs last year. They lost to, I think, Ohio State, which, that's their championship. So we give them a pass for that. But I'm not giving them a pass for to go into overtime with Kentucky. I'm not giving them a pass for struggling with Mississippi State, which they really should have lost the game. It was just God said, hey, we're going to give you another one. That's what he just really did. No, so you're sitting here saying all this, and then you want to go to the NFL. How about this, Steve? You know who went to the NFL from the college football? Nick Saban. You know what Nick Saban did? They won a championship. You know who else did it? Jimmy Johnson. You know what Jimmy Johnson did? He won a championship. What have you done, Steve? There is nothing in the world that makes me believe that this guy is one of the greatest coaches that never. Just because he brought back a Texas program that Mac Brown had doesn't mean anything. Because he won 5 to 6. You know what? You might as well say stuff like Jeff Fisher's a great coach. Because if you're so great with mediocrity, then you might as well say Jeff Fisher belongs to be in the Hall of Fame. Because that's what it is to me. I don't see what y'all see in Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian has the best, to me, has the best team in college football, but never put it together. It's never put together. I don't think Arch Manning is bad as advertised. I don't think that offensive line is bad as advertised. I don't think the skill players is bad as advertised. I think the guy that's wearing a headset is not great. It's not great at all. Texas has all these resources where you can get NIL deals. They got one of the best players. They got everything out there. But you telling me Texas Tech is better than you? Like, forget Texas A&M. Texas A&M is in a world of its own right now. But you telling me Texas Tech is better than you? Texas Tech is like the third school out there behind y'all with resources. Like, that's the part that I don't get. So Steve Sarkisian, you don't need to go to the NFL. You need to go to UL. You need to go somewhere where you could build back up a program and start from there. Because I'm not a big fan of what you're doing at the college level right now. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, and y'all can get mad at me all you want. I don't think
going to UL is insane. The fall from grace. You're in one of the best schools in the country. No offense to the University of Louisiana Lafayette, where I cover in the city, but my God, that is a fall if I've ever did hear and see one, bruh.
We need to go.
Listen, man. Sark has continued to keep Texas in the conversation, but like you mentioned, he hasn't won the big game, which is, as we've seen now, that is what's getting coaches fired. Billy Napier couldn't win the big game. James Franklin couldn't win the big game. Brian Kelly couldn't win the big game. He out of there. All three of them. They talking about getting rid of Mike Norvell with Florida State. And I keep checking my phone to make sure ain't none of that happening as we're recording, because you never know. You never know nowadays. Bro, if you're not getting the job done, they're getting rid of you. But we all know how this goes. These agents have a list of clients, and when job openings become available, they slip the candidate's name. And then the franchise or the school or whoever organization decides, hey, we want to pursue this candidate and try to see if we can make this work. That's how things work in the business. That's why the agents are there as the middleman to try to make it all work. If you don't have that in place, a lot of this information don't get put out there. If all it was is just coaches calling saying, hey, I'm interested on the job, I'm interested, it would be a right in between. But you got this middleman, you got all these people working around. That's what's allowing this information to get out there. So good on Diana Rossini for putting it out there, bro, because that's her job at the end of the day. Like, Sark, you can holler and scream all you want to. But I tell you what, if that boy is donning that Tennessee, what colors they got, that blue and that red, whatever it is, that navy and light blue and all them colors and stuff like that, if he's wearing that on the sideline next season, I mean, what was that rant for? What was all that for? I get it. You trying to keep your locker room intact while these guys are battling for you so you don't lose the locker room. I understand it, bro. But all of that hollering and screaming and all that stuff like that, like, just say, hey, man, there is nothing that I want to get into about the job. I don't know where she got that information from. I'm here at the University of Texas, and I'm here to win football games. I'm trying to lead this team to a national championship. That's it. Leave it at that. Come on, man. I don't know, but I'm speaking it from the journalist perspective, because I know if I get information and if it's from a reliable source, I have to put it out there. That's my job. If you don't want it out there, don't tell it. But what I've learned a lot also is that people that have information love telling other people about it. They love being girl, I got the tea for you. Man, you won't believe what I just heard. People that know stuff want to tell somebody. And in this business, in sports, with as much money as put is on the table across the collegiate level and even the professional level, especially, that information getting out there, bro. That's how these people feed their families. Adam Schefter, Sham Charania, that's how they pay their rent. They do this for bread and butter. You think they're not going to get that information? Come on, man. So I hear you, Sark. I respect you trying to maintain the culture in your locker room and trying to rally your team as you're trying to, get a hold of this season with 2 losses and making sure that you can try to get in the home stretch and potentially qualify for the college football playoff. But you as good as gone, brother. If the opportunity smells right for you, if the money lines up good, you as good as gone. So don't even trip. Don't even trip.